What is up, people? Today I'll be reviewing Avengers Endgame, and I got that coming up for you next! So guys, I just saw Avengers Endgame yesterday, and I was going to review this right when I got out of the movie, but after seeing it, I felt like I needed a day to kind of let it resonate with me and really collect my thoughts on it. And for that, there is going to be a spoiler review for this movie. I am actually going to do a spoiler review, and I'm actually going to film that right after this. So look forward to that for coming up soon for you guys as well. And this is a direct sequel, actually part of the same story as Avengers Infinity War. I actually went to the movies to review that for you guys last year, and you can check that out right over here. And to get into Endgame, this movie had to be it, people. This was the movie that Marvel had to pull out all of the stops for, and it was important. It was the most important one. And I am so glad to say that they didn't blow it. We all knew that they weren't going to blow it. We knew this was going to be awesome, because how could they set up 10 years, matter of fact, 11 years now, of movies for us just building up to this point if they are going to just kind of blow it. That's not what they would do. And it is awesome, and I won't get into spoilers here. This is going to be real, just base level. I am actually not going to talk about the actual plot of this movie, because that in of itself is a spoiler. So I'm not going to go there for you guys. But after you see it, go to my spoiler review. Probably by that time I will have it out, and then you will see what I mean. Now, this movie was directed by the Russo brothers, and it stars way too many people for me to actually name for you guys, so I am not going to do that. Now, I will say that two things really defined Phase 3 as far as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. One is the Russos. They have really kind of spearheaded where Marvel was going in the direction. And then you have the Guardians effect, where everybody has to be jokey now, and a lot of punchy dialogue that is pretty irreverent, and even though sometimes it can feel forced, they are just going to cram it in anyway. And I feel like the Russos really pushed Disney and Marvel to really put some violence in this movie that you rarely see in a PG-13 film, and especially in a Marvel film. There is some stuff that happens here that you will just say, damn! And you know what? It's all the way through, and it really struck me. This is, as far as the violence goes, this isn't the most action-packed Avengers or Marvel movie out there, but I will say that when it hits, it is definitely one of the most hard hitting. And that is really an important thing to say, just because of the fact that this is coming from Disney. And I didn't expect that. I really feel like they make children's entertainment, and things like this prove that, hey, yeah, we do, but we can be something more. And I feel like that's an important thing for big corporations like Disney to remember. And I applaud the Russos for going there with this movie. And overall, I just loved these characters and overall, I just loved the story that was told here. And this, you've heard everybody say it, but this is where you get the epic scope, people. I mean, yes, this movie is 3 hours, and it feels like this big epic journey to achieve their end game or their end goal. And I just really dig the scope of this movie. And I won't say that I feel like this movie is going to change comic book movies forever. I don't think it actually will. But one way that I think that it will get people to open their eyes to just just the overall scope of how far a comic book movie can reach. I feel like this movie throws down that gauntlet. It throws down that hammer, and we will see who picks it up. Because this movie is definitely the biggest and the most ambitious comic book movie that has ever been made. Does it pull all of it off? No. I don't think that it does. I'll talk about that more in my spoiler review, but I do feel like it does earn those moments where it doesn't quite land. And that is because we've seen these characters for so long, and to see the resolution to their story that they've been telling is really just it's heartwarming, and it wraps everything up very nicely for the most part. And that is all I will say about that. There are some characters that really they get the Guardians effect in this movie, and I'm thinking of two characters that I will talk about in my spoiler review. Yeah, they're big on the jokey jokes here, and I feel like it really didn't fit the tone of this movie. You know, you can crack one-liners and you can crack jokes, and that's fine, but when it feels so forced to the point where it is just part of their character in this movie, and it just becomes a running gag whenever they are on screen, it's a little much. And, you know, a movie needs balance, and characters need balance also. And those characters in particular that I will talk about in my spoiler review, yeah, they just didn't have balance. They were just all jokes all the time. And for a story that requires such seriousness, when they were there, things kind of didn't land for me. Until the end of this movie. The end of this movie is heartwarming. Yes, I did not cry like most people did. I didn't cry, but I thought it was awesome. And it is just everything that I wanted from this movie. And I'm just going to cap this off right here, because I also have to do my spoiler review and say that this movie gave me everything that I wanted from it. I don't think it is as good as Infinity War. I feel like Infinity War is a little bit more of a tighter movie. Definitely a worthy ending to a great franchise. And I can't wait to see what they do next. Can't wait to see Spider-Man Homecoming. But also, I can't wait to get into Captain America Winter Soldier for you guys. I have to review Captain America Winter Soldier as a movie review and Civil War as a movie review. And then after that, I will be reviewing the 4K reviews for those two films. But first, I have already filmed the Glass review. I am in the middle of editing that for you guys. So that will be coming out really damn soon. Actually, right after these two videos that I am filming today go up. So I have a lot coming out for you guys. And if you liked this video and you want to see more of it, just click right down here to subscribe. And if you saw Avengers Endgame, let me know down below what you thought of it. Keep the spoilers away, just on this review. If you want to spoil anything, that's fine. Just go to the spoiler review and, we'll talk about it there. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. I don't need to say it because you know it, and I will see all of you next time.